everyone. Today we'll be dealing with kingdom number 2, that is Protista in biological classifications part 2. So we're going to finish this kingdom Protista in 5 minutes, so let us start. So all single cell eukaryotes are placed under Protista, and Protista is subdivided into chrysophytes, dinoflagellates, euglenoids, slime mold, protozoans. So first type, that is chrysophytes. Chrysophytes are actually, this group includes diatoms and golden algae like desmid. They are found in fresh water as well as marine environments, and they are microscopic and they float passively in water current plankton. Most of them are photosynthetic. In diatoms, the cell walls form two thin overlapping shells which fit together as in a soap box. The walls are embedded with silica and thus they are indestructible. So as a result, what happened is these diatoms have left behind a large amount of silica in the sandbed. So as a result, this accumulation over millions of years led to diatomaceous earth. Being gritty, this soil is used for polishing, filtration of oil, syrup, etc. Diatoms are the chief producers in the ocean. So that is it with chrysophytes. Moving to dinoflagellates. These organisms are mostly marine. In photosynthetic, they appear yellow, green, brown, red in many pigments present in the cell. So the cell wall is actually very stiff plates. One is longitudinally and one is transversely arranged. Now, very often there is a red dinoflagellate which is known as goniolacs, which undergo rapid divisions, mainly present in the sea. So here what happens is this goniolacs have the ability to secrete red pigment. As a result, the sea appears to be red. So this is actually, it causes red tides. Toxin released by such large number may even kill other marine animals, and that is it. Moving on to the third type, that is euglenoids. Majority of them are freshwater organisms found in stagnant water. Instead of a cell wall, they have a protein-rich layer called the pellicule, which makes the body flexible. They have two flagella, a short and a long one. So they are photosynthetic in the presence of sunlight, and in the absence of sunlight, they are heterotrophs. That means they predate and they absorb food. Example is euglena. Now, slime mold is part 4. Now, so slime molds are saprophytic protists. The body move on the decaying twig and leaves, engulfing the organic material. So here what happens is they have something known as plasmodium, which they form under suitable conditions, which they grow and spread. So during unfavorable conditions, the plasmodium differentiate and form fruiting bodies which bear spore and at their tips. The spores possess true walls, and they are extremely resistant and survive for many years even under adverse conditions. So these spores are dispersed through air currents. So you need to remember that spores actually travel with air currents to different areas. Protozoans is the last one. Protozoans are actually heterotrophs and they live as predators or parasites, and they are subdivided into 4 types. Amoeboid protozoan. So these organisms live in freshwater, seawater or moist soil. They move and capture their prey by putting out a pseudopodia, that is a false sweet like amoeba. Marine forms have silica shells on the surface. Some of them have entamoeba, are parasites. Flagellated protozoans, they are the members of the group. They are either free living or parasitic. Now, so protozoan was being subdivided. Amoeboid protozoan, amoeba is the example. Flagellated protozoan, the example is Trypanosoma. They are actually parasitic form. Ciliated protozoan, as the name suggests, it has cilia. Example is Paramecium. They are also present they have a cavity called gullet that opens into the outside of the cell surface. Their movement is actually coordinated, and cilia causes the water ladin within the food to be steered into the gullet. Now, sporozoans, which includes diverse organisms, they have an infectious spore-like stage life cycle. Example is malaria, plasmodium. Plasmodium malaria, Plasmodium falciparum, all comes under the group of sporozoans. So that is it with kingdom Protista. Thank you so much. Stay tuned for the next part, that is part 3 with kingdom fungi. Until then, God bless you all. Thank you.